Are we?
Yeah, we are. Sound is on. Alrighty. Welcome to INDYCAR Championship 2025, and we are at Iowa Speedway. And with me as well is Ben Rowley. Ah, shoot, I forgot to look at your name again.
It's all good. Don't you worry.
Rolling.
Good evening to you, John.
So.
Good evening to you, John. Good evening, race fans. Welcome to Iowa. It's a bit of a wider track than I thought this was going to be for an oval. Let's see how the drivers get on tonight.
Yeah.
It's actually the first. It's a good opportunity for someone to try and stop David Johansson's momentum. He's won the opening 2 rounds, and tonight, well, if he makes it a hat trick, the gap at the top becomes even bigger than it already is. So it's a good chance for someone to try and kill his momentum and try and beat him.
Yeah. And this is the oval, so there is no alternate tires this time around. No push to pass, but there will be safety cars.
Yeah, if required, of course. A little bit about the track, actually. I didn't realise how young this track was. It only opened in 2006. It's only 1.4 kilometres in length, which is about 0.8 of a mile. And the current lap record, which was set in 2008, is 17 seconds, 0.49. Let's see if anyone can go quicker than that.
Yeah. Currently for the weather right now as well. 19 Celsius with 55% humidity, cloudy with 17 kilometers per hour. Track temp currently is 33 Celsius, and someone just decided to get off the track just to restart, probably.
Quite likely. And as ever, this race is brought to you by Garage 61. Garage 61 is the #1 app for telemetry and lap times on iRacing. Get your account set up today with Garage 61 at www.garage61.net.
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. What's your prediction how many get taken out?
Oof, I wouldn't like to say. Hopefully not many though, because there's a lot of really quick drivers in here. A lot of talent. We were lucky here, John, to sit and watch quite a capable group of drivers. We're really looking. The grid is stacked. Honestly, amazing.
Yeah. So, and here's the thing: we will not have fast repair as well. So.
Oh, we don't. Right. Okay.
Yep. So once you see like the tire is completely disconnected from the steering or axle or anything, they're basically out. That's the things about these NASCARs, or not NASCARs, any cars, that they're fragile too.
Yeah, they are. They are. That's a very interesting point you bring up. And, as ever, David Johansson brings up P1 at the moment. It's 16.6, so he smashed the lap record. I think everyone might have smashed the lap record, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
Such as the grid's capabilities. We're yet to see any of David's teammates appear this evening. We'll see.
It sounds like that. He might be the only driver for today's race.
Right. Okay. It looks like James Haskell and Matty Lee won't have Josh Pulley with them for tonight either. He missed last week as well. There's a couple other drivers. Julian Altena showed great pace at Sebring in round 1.
Yeah.
He'll be keen to go well again here. Mr. Mark Amini made his first appearance at Virginia a fortnight ago. He gave a really good account of himself. We'll see what he brings tonight.
Did you say Josh Pauley actually? Did you say Josh Pauley did not race last week? I think he died actually.
Fortnight ago, Josh.
Yeah.
James and Matthew were on their own without him. Let's see if he makes an appearance tonight.
I thought, unless you were thinking of someone else at the time with a mechanical issue or something like that.
I can't remember. I think up to now, from what I'm seeing, there's 16 drivers and there's about 20 minutes of practice to go, give or take a minute.
Yeah.
For others to join in.
Also, news from its karting team as well. They did a global endurance race event, a 6-hour global endurance race last night, and most of the race they were about P10 to 8 until the rain came by and finished and got up to P4 and then finished in P3.
Very well done to those boys, James, and that's it. Hopefully that's a nice little confidence boost for them for tonight's race. These ovals can be tricky though, can't they? Because the tyre pressures have got to be absolutely spot on.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll hit top speed? Do you think these will hit like 180, 185 mile an hour around this oval?
I think it might be a little too short of a track. And plus, they are using higher downforce rings since it is less than a mile track. If it was longer, it'll be a different set of rings, rear rings.
Okay.
Actually, also front wings, I think, will be different too. Don't quite remember.
Aye, that's fine. Pim van Gastel's giving a good showing again in the early stages of the practice here. To P2, Jonas Sjöberg, David Johansson's fellow Swede, P3. Andy Haynes, who has shown some really solid pace here in the early goings, P4.
Yeah.
Let's see how these all get on.
So there's rumors that this track for David Johannesson. Oh crap.
Yep.
It sounded like he's not best at with this type of races, the over racing. So did you see that? He took his nose off. Matty Lee, he's in the wall as well. Oh. I just literally looked away.
Yeah, I nearly had to watch that through my fingers.
Downside, just tapping the wall will upset the car so much.
Yeah, that car snapped quite dramatically there, and Matty, I don't think had really anywhere to go.
Oh man.
That doesn't get any better however many times you watch it. I dare say by the end of this, John, some of these drivers might come out of this funny shapes. One arm bigger than the other, and a sore right foot. Sore right foot and maybe some broken tootsies.
And currently, if you this is just gaps between around them. They are less than 1 second of each other.
Yeah, it's going to be tight. It's going to be really tight. But I think with qualifying, would you want to go for pole position, or would you want to start on like the second or the third row for the big draft that you'd get? There might be a bit of gamesmanship going on with that. We'll see how it all plays out.
Yeah, I'm not exactly too sure. And
someone's upside down.
He's upside down.
We want to see an onboard.
He's still sliding.
But yeah, he's still going.
And I can't get the replay for that because it did not detect him going off track, as the apron is also considered as track surface, racing surface, basically.
Matty Lee just popped up to P3 there. He's improved on his times. He's now into the 16s.
Yeah.
I'll give a bit of confidence. It's banging out the fast laps consistently on ovals that I find tricky because the tyre pressures obviously fly up and then the grip lessens.
Yeah. And let me get the weather up real quick. Track temperature is going up too. And this is, if I remember right, this is one of the tracks that does get hot and it loses grip fast.
Yeah, it becomes a bit greasy.
Yeah.
Right here, we'll keep an eye out for that. Here's James. He's got a few cars. He's got one in front of him and two behind him. We're going to try our best to call this as best we can because there's going to be cars in action going on absolutely everywhere.
Yep.
I thought with an oval they'd try and take a title line. Oh, someone's had a moment there in front of you.
Oh, that's P9 at the time.
Yeah, Julian.
Oh, and that's the downside of overheating tires as well, or damaged.
Yep, you beat me to it, but Julian, that's 2 or 3 moments he's had now. There, needs to settle himself down and gain a bit of momentum.
Yeah.
Oh, someone hit the wall there. Who hit the wall in front of James? Someone clouted it.
P7, that's Paul. Just a,
Support.
yeah. Also, even the smallest tap can offset your tire as well, which you'll be turning a little bit more of one direction.
Yeah, it's the impact it can have on the drivers behind you as well. If you hit the wall and you shed a bit of speed and someone's behind you and they're going full tilt,
Yes.
it end up being absolutely mayhem. But at the moment there, Paul's the highest placed BSJ Sim Sports driver, up to P7.
And there's Anthony, just not sure.
Block the rear wheels, it looked for me.
Yeah. And this is not in pit lane. You know what?
Oh, is it not?
How much would I bet that he was trying to get into the pit lane and just missed it?
Oh, okay, that's... Well, you're best off learning it now than during a race.
Yeah. And the thing is, the best spot to start getting ready for this track, if I remember right, is going to the back apron before the turn starts and slow down.
They slowed down, did they, for these turns? I thought they just went
No, to
hell.
go into the pit lane.
Ah, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Well, it's sound advice. Oh,
So
you get close to that wall, haven't you, Hanson? They do get close to that wall. He's going to get a nice toe from the driver who's in front of him here, pulling him all the way around.
Yep. The thing is also the iRacing. Oh, God!
Oh, David did not avoid that. Someone just got collected in a big way in the wall there.
Yeah, it was one of the yellow cars. I believe P3. Oh, that was probably Maddie.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can just be so unlucky that someone's in front of you at the wrong moment.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Maddie.
Yeah, so someone's in the wall. Oh, there's contact there with someone else. We missed that.
Oh, that was... Oh.
Oh. Crush. Oh dear. That IndyCar isn't worth much now to anybody.
Nope. And we're less than 10 minutes till qualifying starts.
Oh, Billad's gone round.
And
oh
man. Yeah, there's gonna be some chaos, I'm pretty sure. And
yeah, it is. It's kind of been manic.
How many?
I'm here for it.
Yeah, how many full course cautions we will get? I would say probably 5.
Oh, I don't know, but it's how many meatball flags we're going to get between the drivers. We have to keep an eye on that.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. You know what? Actually, just looking at how many we have on signed up at the moment, it'll probably be 4 or 3 cautions.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I think there's 20. Is it 20 incident points before a black and white flag, and then you'll be warned not to do it again, and then penalties will start getting thrown out?
That's not how iRacing works, actually.
Right.
Black and white flag is actually DQ on iRacing.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Penalty flag is just a black flag. So.
Right. I see.
And then if you see yellow and red stripes, there's debris on track.
Yeah. Lack of adhesion.
Yep.
Battley up to P2 now, so he's gradually upping his pace as time goes on here.
Oh yeah. And same for Jonas. That. Oh, actually, you know what? I was looking at it wrong for the sector times. There's only 2 sectors on this track: the front and the back.
Yeah, absolutely. Just noted there that David Stanley's crept his way into P6 almost unnoticed. So good luck from Davis. Hopefully he'll have a good performance in the race.
Yep. And let's go ahead and get the radio on now.
All right.
few just leaving the pits here. That's my biggest worry tonight, is leaving the pits. If they're not up to speed and the drivers coming flying around are they're just going to go at the back of them.
Yeah.
Because ovals, I mean, as wide as they are, really only one line is the optimal line, I would have thought. 4 or 5 in the gradual here. Oh, absolutely pinned.
Yeah, just looking at the gap to the leader, it's even less than a second.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a close racing, I bet, for sure. And some contact will happen for sure.
It's going to be incredibly tight. Oh, Justin Miller's with us tonight. Good to see you, Justin. Oh, look at that. Julian Altena's just picked P1.
Oh, wow. That was a pretty good time as well.
Yeah, very good time.
Big improvement in Sector 2. That's where he made up on that for P1 of practice.
I'm just watching this little trio here. We're leaving each other plenty of room. I might at least thought better.
Matty Lee is doing pit practice right now, actually.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'd be trying something similar at least twice for such a circuit.
Well, you may never know that you would have to pit under green flag too. So, and 3 wide right here. I don't know who all that is, but close call.
James Haskell is one of them.
Yep. That was James Haskell that made that 3 wide.
Justin Miller's in there as well, and is it Jonas? Is Jonas Sjöberg?
Well, actually, no, that was not James. That was Jonas that made that 3 wide. Okay. Yep. Yeah. So P5. Wait, what? Oh yeah, Jonas is a different P9 and who? I don't know. It's another non-team driver. Oh shoot, that just reminded me. We do have a new team.
Oh, do we?
Yes.
Do tell.
Let me look it up. I believe.
Oh, who's that? At a moment, Matty's had a crash there. Oh, everyone missed him, thankfully.
Yeah, hold on. Let me look it up real quick. And I need to update that part.
I wonder if some of these drivers, if they do have an incident, it might just be safer to like pull to the side and just press tow.
It depends, because there is tow time as well if you take a tow, even during cautions. Cautions actually, if I remember right, takes longer actually for tow to happen.
Yeah, but I'm thinking if it might be safer rather than trying to crawl around a circuit where cars are going 180, 185 miles an hour.
Yes.
If it might just be the safest option. So here we've got Justin Miller. He's still he's still chasing Dizzy down. He's like a dog with a bone there, Justin. Currently P14.
Okay, yeah. So Aspire Racing Team, which is Jonas Sjöberg and Matthias. Oh God, I do not. I'm going to butcher that whole name.
Was it Matthias Marcamini?
Yes.
Okay. Matthias and Jonas, did you say?
Yeah. I do not know exactly.
Who did you say is the teammate with Marcamini?
Oh, Jonas.
Jonas Sjöberg. Right, okay, so we've got a Swedish-Argentinian pairing. That's interesting.
Yep.
South American Scandinavian team.
Let me go ahead. Uh-oh.
Oh, big crash. Wow, this is like watching Spa 98 before my very eyes.
So that's a new livery for Jonas as well.
Yeah, that's quite a smart livery, that. I quite like Simon's livery. That's quite nice. But I think my favourite was Tim Brown with a West McLaren from the late 90s. But he's since changed that, so I think Andy Haynes takes it now with the replica Jordan livery from the same era in the late 90s. You always like the vintage ones, don't you? Anything to cling on to youth, John, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Just got 2 minutes of practice left. If anyone's got anything in the tank, now's the time. We're signing in the best currently in the 18 seconds per lap.
So I'm doing a little bit of updating, just remembering about that. So I'm doing a team update on the SK Gaming real quick.
Simon's managed to latch onto the back of someone. He's always going for the overtake. He's safely through. This tonight, I mean, it's 250 laps with a 2-hour time limit, but it's going to absolutely fly by, I think.
Yes, it will. The only reason there's a 2-hour time limit is just in case it would somehow take that long. Somehow is a key word.
It does, yeah. It would depend on the incidents and safety cars, I suspect.
Yep.
But hopefully it'll all be reasonably safe. They'll have a driver's briefing to go over a few things. Just, you know, be sensible, be wise. Alright, that just about wraps up practice.
Is it already? Wow.
Yeah. We will be moving on to quality momentarily.
Yeah. Yeah,
And,
the time kind of went pretty darn fast.
Yeah, it did. It's Julian Altena's round up P1 there. Really impressive lap from him. He'll be keen to make amends for the Sebring incidents that he had. But he did show good pace. It's good to have him here again tonight. Alright, qualifying is underway. 10-minute time limit. Drivers have 4 laps to set the fastest time that they can. But there's no draft this time, John, so it's outright pace.
Yep, it's a solo qualifying. We will get that up real quick, because I just got done with the team edits.
Alright, some drivers coming out straight away.
Yes.
I think they might want to do the laps as quickly as possible before the track temperature maybe rises and becomes a little bit slippy and greasy.
David Stanley already was the first one crossing the line with a time. That's already. He already did a lap? Wow.
No, not yet.
And David Stanley did got a time set. Hey, Todd Brown, how you doing?
16.9 for Davis. Good lap.
Yes.
People are doing 16.6s with a draft. That's a hell of a lap from Davis. Well done to him. That's up to now. That is the one to beat. Superb. David Johansson P2, just less than a tenth off Davis Stanley. He was a 17 flat, so it's close. Paul Kitchener 17.1. Where's Matty Lee? Matty Lee's first lap. I've lost telemetry.
Yep, I just updated the teams, so. And Jonas.
David Johansson 16.6 is now the time to beat.
Yes.
Anthony Eisman up to P4. Matthew Lee P2. 16.7 is a little over a tenth behind. There's Julian Altina, he's P3. 16.8. It's mighty close. We knew it was going to be, but this is outrageous.
And that's the thing, I forgot to assign the team markings.
Julian Altina P1.
Any early predictions?
8.5.
For sure, at least probably 3 cautions. Pacing wise, like who's going to win, it's hard to tell. This is my first time seeing this league's over oval racing, so it's basically for Indy cars. And who's it? Julian is right now. It's South Pole.
Yep. Stunning lap. It's 16 and a half. Phenomenal pace, really, without a draft. Oh, someone's gone round here. Is that?
That was the drivers will not show up with the qualifying up, but there is a green label on the standings, so you know who is actually being locked on.
Yep, but good clock. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Yeah, it was Mark Amini. He didn't do a lap in practice, so we don't know what he's got in the tank, and he's waited for everyone else to sort of to analyze what everyone else has been able to do, and now he's going for it himself.
Yes.
But Josh Pilley did join us. He's here. Good to see Josh.
Yes, so and he did the race with James last night as well.
Matthias did.
Yep. Right now we only have 3 people on track.
We've got Pim Van Gastel, Milan Vozelgang 4th and 5th. That's a team that is really, really quick, and tonight might be the night on an oval where they might stamp their authority on this championship.
Yeah. And Mattis took P8 for that run.
Yep. There's still a few fast drivers to come out, you know. Oh, Jonas P10 for his first effort.
Yep. And I believe we have a lap limits already, right? Oh, let me double check. Oh, they get 4 laps, qualifying laps. Okay.
Yep. Okay. Here is Mark Amini still going round, wanting to improve on his 16.9. He's in the ballpark. That's a stonking lap from Julian Alten, it really is. 16 and a half seconds. The thing is, though, he's going to give everyone else the draft. He's I don't think anyone's going to be able to break away from anyone else.
There are still other people that have not been qualifying yet. We have James, Beth, and Tim Brown that have not started qualifying at the time. And James is coming out at the moment, but he still have a lap to do.
Yeah, I wonder if one or two maybe kept a lap back to maybe change something on the car to have one final flying go at it. Josh moves himself up to P11.
And currently Josh is on his final lap. But James, let's see where he get to. He is up to the bottom at the moment.
Yeah, Mark Amini went P6. He set a really good lap for someone that didn't do any practice.
Yeah.
So,
well, he did a little bit of practice, I actually noticed.
Oh, did he? I didn't clock that. Good spot.
Oh, James jumped to P7 now.
Good lap. That's him into the 16s. Has he got more? Has he got more?
And it looked like Beth and Tim Brown is just going to be sitting out as we are within getting close to 3 minutes left of qualifying.
Perhaps Beth and Tim watched practice and thought, this could be a bit of a riot. Maybe we're safer at the back of the grid, which isn't the worst idea. But if you're at the back and everything happens in front of you, you've got to negate it.
Yep.
But I'm sure they will. They're very good drivers. Alrighty. Is that quali done? Does anyone have another lap?
There's still 2 people that still need to, but they have not got out into the car yet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's Beth Stibbles and Tim Brown.
Yeah, the BSK Sim Sport team. Jim's got up to P7, so it's It's so close. It really is.
Yeah.
It's going to be close the whole way. I just hope it's really safe and everyone's super careful.
And guess what?
Okay, here comes Beth. This is a cracking looking car as well. Custom livery. It is a lovely looking car. It reminds me of rhubarb and custard sweets I used to have when I was a kid.
Yeah. This will be quite interesting where Beth will be placing as she is now going to get her first lap in. And her first lap puts her P14.
She's on the cusp of a 16. It's not really miles away at all.
Yeah.
I think you can use the first lap to build up some momentum, can't you, really?
Yeah. And second lap, jump to P16, which she did got a lot. This is the thing. First lap is not always going to be the best. Second lap and so on will be getting better and better, depending on how you keep holding your line. And her third lap, any gain? No.
I do wonder though, maybe if she's deliberately waited for the track temperature to go up, to
most
maybe
likely
rubber in a little bit, and then that's a stunning lap.
Yep, and now Tim Brown is coming out. I don't know he's going to have enough time to do the full. Well, he probably will have enough time to do 2 laps at least.
Yeah, he's cut it fine though. To be honest, we'll see how Tim gets on.
Yeah. So my prediction, Tim will get probably P15 or 14 for his first lap.
See how he goes. I mean, these two might have time to absolutely bang on with the track temperature.
Less than that.
Fly up the grid.
For improvement for this lap. And this will be his final lap. As qualifying is now done.
Oh, we did.
Oh, he almost got to the line.
He did.
Oh, man.
Oh, the track just got really bright. Wow.
Dry?
Bright.
Oh, bright, yeah. Yeah, so with the new lighting system I noticed last night, it gets pretty dark behind the clouds.
Yep, it does.
So.
Alrighty. We've got a 5-minute warm-up here. Have you got a classification there I can look at, please, John?
Yeah. Well, actually, we will not be able to look at the grid view, but we will be able to look at the result view. Alrighty. Yeah. So, you can, go ahead.
You want me to take it? Alright.
Yeah.
June Altina, having missed Virginia, returns here at the oval race with a pole. He's got the championship leader, David Jansen, in P2. Matty Lee, Maverick Matty's in P3. Milan and Pim Van Gastel from Velotti Racing are P4 and P5. Beth left it late to go out to the track, but it proved to be dividends because she's got herself up to P6 with a belting lap. Matthias Macamini is in P7. James Haskell is in P8. Andy Hines, P9, the highest privateer. Davis Stanley, the only Blazing Cobra Motorsport driver that we have this evening, is in P10. Paul Kitchener and Jonas Schuberg, 11 and 12. Josh Pulley, 13th. Anton Heismer is in 14th. And they're followed by Simon Mannion, Justin Miller, and Tim Brown, who just missed the finishing line at the end of his lap there.
Oh, yeah. He would have been farther up if he was able to cross the line for his second lap.
Yeah, it could well have been. Just while the drivers are on a warm-up, just like to remind you again about we have Garage 61 on board. Garage 61 is the #1 app for telemetry and lap times on iRacing. Get your account set up with Garage 61 at www.garage61.net today. And
Garage 61 is our main sponsor. And today's race is also by the RacingCircuits.Info. So,
Absolutely. Well,
yeah.
any predictions for the race there, John Boy? What was your thoughts on qualifying? Who impressed you? Who do you think?
It's pretty darn close. I will say that. So,
Oh God, yeah.
but my prediction, I don't know. This is my first race for watching CRS in an oval race. This is the first oval race for the season right now as well.
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting. I do see on the live timing, we do have 2 drivers that is rookie according to Oval's license, if that's set up correctly.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
So this might be their first taste at an oval as well on iRacing. Because I know some of these guys who I did race with last year, I did race on the IndyCar Championship that we did, but it was on Assetto Corsa.
Yeah.
So I know these guys have experience with the ovals.
Yep. And also today we do not have a video for Start Your Engine. So there is no cutout for that at the time. And we are right now the drivers is doing a driver meeting, so radio is muted at the time. So but we will have that back up once the race is about to start. So how about what's your thoughts?
I thought it was absolutely exceptional. There's 1 or 2 drivers right in the mix. Right, Beth put herself right in the mix. Milan and his Jonas have put themselves. Was it Jonas? Milan and Matthias, sorry, put themselves right in the mix as well. There's 1 or 2 that are perhaps higher up than I thought, and 1 or 2 lower down than I thought they would be. But this is going to shake out as to be a corker, absolute corker. How many pit stops do you think you'll have to make, John, in 250 laps?
Pit stops, you're saying?
Yeah, how many pit stops will they have to make, do you think, for fuel and tyres?
It depends on how many cautions you have, is the main thing. But just 100% green flag, with the track tip we have, I would say probably through. How many laps we have for this? Like, actually?
250.
Yeah, I would say probably 3 pit stops. So.
Really? As few as that? Right, okay.
Yeah. Maybe it's more. Who knows? But that's on a full caution, or no, full green flag type of thing. So.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yep. And now everyone is now lining up. So. So it's going to be interesting. David actually still kept the front row. Thing about safety cars, what James said earlier today before the race session was up and before the stream was up, that there will be a lucky dog whoever is a lap down. And also, if there's any lap cars that is in front of that leader, they will get a wave around to get their lap back as well. So
yeah, so we'll see if anyone needs the lucky dog. Oh, here we go. We're opening off behind the safety car. This is the tense bit. Is you've got to be on the ball for when the lights go green, because if you're not and someone behind you is, it's going to be mayhem.
Yeah. And that's going to be the interesting part right here as well. So let's go ahead and get this going real quick. Track air temp is 19 Celsius with 59 humidity. Part cloudy out as well, and also they're going to do a full lap of pace because it is less than a mile. So, and the track temp is 33 Celsius. So, yep, and it'll get hotter Right now, we can tell the clouds is in the way, but once the clouds is out of the way, it'll heat up.
Yeah, and the cars going round and round, they'll heat the track right up as well.
Yeah. So.
Bit of a misalignment here.
Misalignment? Oh, shoot. You know what?
Yeah.
One thing I forgot to remove is that the lights up there. So.
That's quite all right.
Yep.
But this is going to be a frantic start. Honestly, eyes peeled on as much as you possibly can here, John. 4 eyes are better than 2.
Yep.
We're going to have to try our best to see absolutely everything.
And there, right. Julian,
go. Here we go. Here we go. We're off. We're off and running. Oh, looks good so far. Julian got a really good start. He's ahead of David for the lead of the race. Milan got ahead of Matty Lee. Oh, there's action everywhere. James is already up to P6. Good start for James. He needed that.
Yeah. And lap 1 is completed as well now.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a gap between James and Beth already, 5th and 6th. About half a second. He's going to need that powerful draft to try and catch back up again. They're all going to need the draft for as long as possible. And Julian Altainer's got nearly a second already. Wow, he has got to have gone. We'll see how David responds to that. There's nearly a second between some of these at front already. Wow.
And Jonas.
Oh, Jonas must have had an incident.
Oh, he did. He lost his nose.
Yep, he did. He's hit someone. Whoever someone was that didn't need to pay his let off. Very, very lucky there. Milan's past Matty Lee now, so Milan's on the move early bells here. And at the moment, David Janssen is dropping back from Julian Altainer. He doesn't have an answer to the pace at the early stages. But then some drivers might be running lighter than others, mightn't they? Just to get that fast start.
Yeah.
But we'll see how this all shakes up. There's a long, long way to go. But the gap at the front is 1.3 already. And then Matthew Lee's also dropping off the back of Milan. He's struggling to meet the pace in the early stages. Well, what a start from Julian Altainer that is. It couldn't have gone any better for him, really.
And also, look at this. A gap already. 1.5.
Yep. At the moment, Matty Lee's all on his own, actually. He's got no one immediately in front of him and no one immediately behind him. Just running his own race, doing his own thing. His teammate, however, James Haskell, is all over the back of Beth for P5, just a little further behind that. Yeah, the front 4 are all spread out by a second already. I wonder if that might be dirty air and they're trying to just avoid it, if it's affecting the performance of the cars.
Oh, it's possible. For sure.
They're in row 17s. They're in row 17s. What a pace Julian's setting out front. Dear me. It's really well spread out. James has just cooled off the back of Beth for the time being. Oh, we got someone in the walls. It's Andy Haynes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And he's having a tough time, or it's also a strategy that, as well, to stay a little bit higher as well. But it also comes with a risk.
Yeah, we're being too close to a wall. Just a nice onboard here, man. This is the first onboard we've had this evening so far. There's a lot going on ahead of him. It looks like 2 and 3 abreast going into the first corner.
Yeah.
Going on here. Who's this having a look? Someone's having a look at James. Who's this? It's Pim. Pim's having a look at James. But he's not alone. There's like 3 or 4 behind him as well. This is the closest battle I think we've got. David Janssen started to break away from Milan Borgel's, he's P3. Matty's still on his lonesome in P4. It won't be until Julian rocks up to start lapping people at the pace he's going. That's 2.3 seconds. Oh, he's going like the clockers. That's without push to pass as well.
Yeah.
Here we go, got some action here. We're on board with David Stanley. He's currently PA. He's got Pim Van Gassel and James just in front of him. And you've got Matthias Macamini looking on, waiting to capitalise on anything that might happen. This is the closest battle we've got at the moment. It's for P5. If they can crawl up to the back of Beth again, but Beth looks like he's starting to break free here. And Davis got past Pim Van Gastel there. He's now up to P7. He'll be trying to get ahead of James Haskell rather. I wonder if Maverick Matty's just paced himself in P4. If he's on his own, maybe he can try and conserve a bit of fuel, conserve a bit of tires, and run a little bit longer, and maybe change his strategy up and give himself options later to get back into this race.
Yeah, it's a possibility, but I'm not sure. But Julian has lapped another car as well.
The top three, all of them did a 17.4 that lap. Then Julian's just done another one. David slightly off the pace that time. Milan went faster than David. Oh, Matty Lee did the exact same lap as David. Yep, Justin Miller's just fallen off the back of Anthony Heisman there, gap 1.6. But the gap from Beth down to Anthony is, I'd say, well, you can see it for yourself, there's just an absolute cluster of cars that come flying round. Here we go, we're side by side again. I can't believe we're on lap 21 already. But I must say, I'm really impressed with everyone's gone so far. It's been clean, it hasn't been chaos, no one's
who was that?
into a wall or anything.
That was James Haskell. No, who was that? Josh Pauly?
No, that's Pim Van
Oh yeah,
Gastel,
that was Josh Pauly. Just went through them pretty nice and flowing.
Oh yeah, he did. Good spot. I thought he was on about the two white cars behind him.
Oh,
Oh, he's hit the wall!
No
Just
yellow
as I said,
yet, but his wheel is broken, and we will be getting a yellow flag soon.
Oh.
Still no. Oh.
Oh, David Jansen goes round him. The rest of them follow suit as well. Thankfully, he's not caused any trouble for anyone else. That's a shame for Josh, but there's still
and look like that's it for him as well.
Oh, does the front right tyre come off?
Yes, his front right is off. So look at that.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's dancing. Well, that's a crying shame for Josh. It was good to see him tonight after missing Virginia a fortnight ago.
Yeah, he was going by them so well too.
Yeah, everyone's off to a superb start. There's been no incidents between other drivers hitting each other or anything.
That's weird though, that safety car did not came out. So
I think that's because Josh could remove himself.
He must have been going at a fast enough pace for the safety car. Let me take a look real quick.
I think he must have been because he was able to get himself out of harm's way safely. But the safety car didn't come out.
Full course caution is turned on. So.
Yep, but he didn't cause harm to any other drivers. He got himself out of the way safely. He did really well given the circumstances. Okay, Marcamini now is all over the back of Davis Stanley. James Haskell's dropped down to P10 here. Best dropped down as well. She just took him back to P8 as I say that. But Davis now is the highest placed in this ongoing scrap that's been going since the very beginning.
Yeah.
But the first pit stops are going to tell a lot of who's ran light on fuel. And then it's how long can everyone else stay out. Anthony Heisman pits. Oh, does he? No. Oh, it says Josh Pauly.
Yeah, Josh Pauly is in pits. And I believe he's going to be out of the race as well.
Oh, so he's going to be retirement. That's a shame for Josh. Yeah. Very hard lines, Josh. Hope to see you in a fortnight at the next race.
Well, he's not in the Twitch chat yet, but he's still connected to the server. But that's my main guess with that wheel damage. So.
Yep. We've got Matty Lees all over. We just went to lap Jonas Schuberg there, looked to me like. But the gaps out front, I'm stunned that they're able to break away from each other in the manner that they have.
Yeah. I'm very surprised that iRacing did not throw a caution out.
Maybe I didn't deem it necessary. But we'll keep going. We'll keep going. It's all now on the first pit stops. That's what we're waiting to see. Did
Yep.
Julian go significantly lighter than everybody else, or is this pace just absolutely electric? I mean, I don't doubt his pace. I've seen his pace at Sebring. He's fast, but this on an oval is abnormal. Everyone's gone to the sort of high 17s now. Maybe tyre weight's kicking in. Maybe the right-sided tyres, John, are just overheating slightly at this point.
Yeah.
James and Beth have dropped right down. They've been taken by David Stanley, Mark Amini, Anthony Eismer, and Pim Van Gastel. They
And
want to hang on. Pim's dropped off the back of that battle. It's Davis, Mark Amini, and Eismer. Is that Paul Kitchen as your first man in the pits? That looks to me like, John.
Yep, that is.
Gap at the front's now over.
And we got more going into pits as well.
Simon.
Oh, Simon missed the pit lane though.
Oh, that's interesting. Let's see if he tries it again. Meanwhile, here's I think, are they about to be lapped by David Johansson there? Is that what that is? James and Beth, are they about to be lapped?
Yep.
Still a long way to go for this roll and fold.
Oh my!
Oh dear!
Oh wait, am I seeing a little bit of front wing damage? I can't tell.
Simon,
Yeah.
I think Simon's fine. I think it's just a scheduled stop. He's not the only one to stop. Beth stopped as well, so she filled up light at the beginning. We'll see how this all shakes out now that some people are making pit stops.
Yep.
Just wonder if the tyres did start to overheat and get a little bit undrivable at such high speeds. There's David Jansen's in the 18.1 now. Milan's actually catching David. It's 1.5. If you just check P2, P3, Milan is now at 1.5 seconds. Well, he's just dropped 2/10 somewhere. But he was catching. I'm sure that gap was over 2 seconds at one stage.
Oh, it probably was for sure.
McElhaney passes David Stanley into P5. That's going to go on and on. It's
so what's
one of those battles.
Yeah, with the first pit stop happening around lap 41, 40, I think on the green flag now, it'll probably be 5 or 6 actually.
Quite possibly. So Justin Miller's just made a stop as well. Simon Mannion is still in the pits. What are we watching here?
Oh wait, did he run out of fuel?
I don't think so. I think it's a scheduled stop, isn't it? I don't know what we're watching here.
Because now he got tow time as well because he ended up jumping to the pits basically. The notification I gotten.
Right, that's really weird. I don't know what's happened there. Maybe Simon can explain that one to us. I don't see anything wrong there.
He's too far right for his pit box.
Ah, is that what's happened there? Right, okay.
And I think that's what he's trying to do, to like fix his pit stops.
Well, that's a tedious thing to get, isn't it? Surely the game at some point automatically picks that up. Never mind. Yeah, that gap between Milan's gone up and David's gone up to 3 seconds, so I was absolutely talking whoppers. I thought that gap was coming down. It's doubled.
Ooh!
Oh, I thought he was going to take the front nose off there.
I can't tell who that is though at the moment.
That is Anthony Heismer and I'm not sure which one of the BSK sports.
That's Tim Brown.
It's Tim Brown and we've got Anthony Heismer.
Yeah.
Look at this gaggle from Matty Lee. On track, backwards.
Yeah.
About 8 or 9 cars, possibly 10. I mean, there might even be 14, why not? It's all going on here. Must see, can't miss, as usual with CRS. Where's the leader? What's he up to? Gap 7 seconds. He's still doing mid-17s. Average just at this stage of the race, John. Just can't answer that. It looks to me like Mark Amini's actually making a few inroads on Matty Lee. That gap's down to 1.4. Considering they've been battling tooth and nail from P5 to all the way to, well, 5 or 6 cars were battling all for P5. He's done well to make some inroads there. Matty not enjoying this first stint.
Oh, he was getting a little bit close to David Stanley there.
Yep, he was really well to keep that. Did answer it. This battling. Look at all the cars in front of him. That's amazing.
And we're on Tim Brown now.
Yep. The first two are getting really close to each other. Who's the first two in this gaggle here? Number 1 and number 4. So I think that's Julia Ten. Is he like Matty Lee now?
I don't know if that's Matty Lee.
With P1 and P4 and the map there in the top right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matty not enjoyed this 15 one bit. This is really close. So on board with Team Ben, it's P15, but don't let that fool you. I think we can see P9 on the same picture. There's a lot of points to play for. Here comes Tim Brown. He's having a look
Yeah,
now.
that's Jonas right in front of him.
Yeah, so this is a battle for position actually. This is 15 and 14. I see. Right, we are a quarter of the way through this race. Well, there's battles going on left, right and centre, and he's trying to keep up with who's where because they chop and change positions quite frequently.
Yeah.
There's a couple of drivers made a pit stop. There's some yet to come in for the first. Some of them actually ran heavier than I thought they would, John, if I'm honest. I thought everyone would have been in by now.
Normally for me, I would actually stay with full fuel. Some of them might be accidentally did not put enough fuel in, actually, too.
That's a good point, actually, yeah. I didn't consider that, John. Well done. Yeah. I didn't think of that. Thank you for that. It's always good to to learn something. I learn a lot from you sitting here, John. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
There's just gaggles of cars everywhere. We don't know which one to focus on.
Yeah, that's the thing about ovals. There's going to be actions everywhere. So.
Yep. But I must say I'm impressed with how clean it's been. No one's made contact with anybody or had a massive smash. There'll be no safety cars, no cautions. Might get one now though. Who's this?
Safety car. We got safety car.
Oh, okay. So this is when people might dive into the pits.
Yep.
Right, that's Johansson in the pits, is it?
No, that was Simmons. That.
Right, Simmons is in the wall. Someone was in the pits. I think Johansson went to the pits, didn't he?
No one else is in pits at the moment.
Okay. Well, this is the chance now then. Let's see who's going to take advantage of this. What does your race leader do? He must be running a little bit light on fuel at this point. He's done 63 laps.
Yeah.
180 miles an hour.
And also with these cars, there is also engine modes, which is depends on how much fuel they use. And
right, okay.
Yeah, if they're set to that, is an open pitch for them. Okay.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think So what happens now then? Because Julian's leading and James is behind him and he's a lap down, does that mean James gets the lucky dog card?
So that's a good point, actually. Let's go ahead and see.
Everyone's pitted except Matty Lee. I think Matty's trying to unlap himself
Well,
before he pits. This could be clever. That might be a clever move by Matt. It could bring him straight back into play here. Who's 11 and 12? That's Beth and Tim. Beth and Tim
wow! He lapped a lot of them.
Yeah, he did.
Well, that's also including people that start in the pits as well.
Yep.
So it's not going to be Matty Lee. Well, it could be actually now.
Okay, Matty Lee's up to P2, but Matty hasn't pitted.
Uh-oh, someone's getting dragged back.
So...
Uh-oh!
I mean, he must have...
contact.
Yeah, there is a bit of contact. I think they're okay, though. There's no damage.
I think that was Matty Lee. Yeah, Matty Lee was probably playing on to go into the pits.
Yep. Well, I don't know, because he motored on his own. I think he might have done what you suggested just a moment ago, in that you fill the car up. Matty Lee just got overtaken by Milan. What?
Yeah, he's... Who's this?
Who's got the lucky dog?
I don't know who got the lucky dog.
I can't tell.
But David is being pulled back up. This is odd. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I may know who may... It might be Tim Brown that might have... No. No, it can't be Tim Brown. I don't know.
It looks to me like it's got to be Mark Amini. He's the highest placed driver that's...
Oh, you know what? Matty Lee probably got black flagged and is being pulled all the way to the back.
Oh, right. I don't know why that might be. I didn't see him do anything wrong. He just didn't pit when everyone else opted to. I don't...
Yep, and there goes Beth now.
Beth got it. Beth got the lucky dog card. That looks to
Probably.
me. She was the first car behind the safety car because everyone else had pitted. So this could put her in a great position.
Oh, sorry. Why is it double file reset?
Pace car lights is off. So
okay, sorry, I didn't know that.
So
I was like, why are you next to me? But that makes a lot more sense.
Pace car lights is off, so it'll be green flag this time by.
Yeah, we've got the first three all locked together again. Unfortunately, it's put Matty at the back. He's not involved in this little battle at the front. But here we go. David Jansen gets another chance to try and get Julian Altena, who leads another really good restart. He's already built a bit of a gap there. That car's just motoring on. Look at that gap already.
Yes.
Blimey. Oh, did something happen to Matty? Can you just jump onto Matty? I think something's happened to him.
He's heading to the pit lane.
After a safety car.
There's a chance he may have black flagged as well, which if it timed black flag, you have to serve them outside of yellow flags.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yep.
That gap at the front is building up again already. Julian Altena's up to the
Julian got another fastest lap. Jeez.
Yeah, he's not hanging about, is he? Don't need to ask these drivers twice to pull the pin. They'll do it.
Unless something happened, I think Julian will win this race.
Still a long way to go. We're not even at half distance yet.
Yeah.
That's just, the gap's nearly a second, and then David's nearly got a second to Milan behind, so it's going to be a bit of a as you were as it's looking, but the battle's in the middle with who's lapped 3 times, 4 times, twice is where the confusion's going to come in here for me.
Yeah.
Matty Lee rejoined out the pits in P9 behind James Haskell. Not the worst case scenario. Not ideal, but not the worst case scenario. But where is he on track? Is he stuck in a gaggle?
Matty Lee?
No, he's on his own. He's all on his own. I can see him at the top right of the map now, so he can just go at his own pace.
Yep.
maybe make the most of some free air and put some fast laps in. The thing he's got to watch though is with how fast Julian's going. Julian might lap him soon. But Matty's going at some rate himself. Look, Matty's going to catch this P11. Andy Haynes in absolutely no time. He's absolutely motoring on up behind him. The top three have checked out again, and Mark Amini's got David Stanley all over the back of him. And he's got Pim Van Gassel and Anthony Highsmith for company.
Yeah, top three have lapped the whole race now.
Yep. Yep, they have. There's still really close battles everywhere else. Oh, who's number 10? Who's number 10?
Number 10 is Sand.
What's happened? Oh, Anthony's got a problem with his front left. Oh.
Wait, what?
Was something wrong with Anthony's front left there? No, all good. It looked to me like he had a problem. Someone, whoever was in P10, has come into the pits. I think it might be Beth that was.
That is.
That's Beth's
That
second
is
pit
Beth,
stop
yeah.
already. That's her second pit stop. I wonder if she had a collision with somebody that we didn't catch.
Also, let's go ahead and take a quick look real quick. What was the cause of this?
This one's Simon. I don't see anything untoward with that. That all looks fine to me. Oh, he did it
into the wall.
Yep, he's not damaged though. But Beth was the one we wanted to see because I think that she did damage the car.
His car looks fine though, unless.
Yep, it looks stuck to a wall.
Yeah.
Let's have. We'll see in a moment. He did pit again though, Simon.
Simon is back out now, but he is 20 laps down.
Yeah, he's just got to keep going. He's just got to keep going. Anything can happen. Anything on these oval races with how short they are and how close the battles are on the track. Okay, Matthias Marcamini's managed to put a second on David Stanley now, so he can breathe a bit of sigh of relief. But Davis has got the two teammates stuck behind him. Justin Miller comes in for a pit stop.
Kind of odd point.
Yeah, some drivers have made 2 stops already.
Yeah.
Who's this now? Having a look. Someone's lining up Dizzy there, it looked to me like. We're just a little bit out of shot here with what we want to see. We're quite close between the two.
Yep.
Anything doing there at the moment? Not yet, anyway.
There we go.
David Stanley just took 2/10 out of Marcamini somewhere. That gap's at 1.1. I wonder if that bit of a collision with the wall. With it.
That's why Justin Miller went into the pits.
Yeah, damage. I wonder what how much the track temperatures rose since the beginning of this race with these cars roaring around here.
Yeah, it only went up a degree. So
just the one? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been more than that. I thought it would have been a bit more significant. You've now got the two teammates, Pim Van Gassel and Anthony Highsmith, they're within 4/10 of each other. Here they are, the two white cars for Veloci Racing. They're just behind James Haskell at the moment. And he's P8 actually, he's behind these two on the positions. Here's Julian Alcena just making his way through the traffic. He's making this look easy, isn't he? He's making this look really easy. And in the first 2 races, we saw David drive exceptionally well. He picked up the first 2 wins. But there's still a long way to go. We're not even half distance. We're on lap 90 out of 250. We've been racing for half an hour.
Yeah.
And there's still a lot that could yet happen. Absolutely brace yourselves. Are they side by side now, Dizzy and Pim? To me like they were.
Yep.
James has given that one up. Anthony will be wanting to do the same as his teammate though and get through as quickly as possible because they're actually fighting for position on the track.
The thing is, this is a multi-lane track as well. Each lanes have their own pros and cons. The lower lane, if you pass on the lower side, you're faster through it, but you'd build up more heat to your tires, and you're slower on the exit versus the outside of the lane.
Okay.
So
the outside lane is what they'll use when they're trying to bring the tire temperatures down.
Yep. And it's not as forcible, or not. There's less lateral G's on the tires as well, because you're not turning your wheel as much as you are like right at the line turning in.
Okay, that's good information.
Oh.
Right.
P11.
What? So Matty Lee's now only 3.4 seconds behind James Haskell, his teammate. They're running 8th and 9th. But Matty had some sort of problem behind the safety car and had to pit.
Yep.
So he's going to be on an absolute mission now.
And look at this kind of line that Jonas is pulling. He went towards the top.
The front left tire looks weird to me, or is that just an alignment?
That's basically normal for ovals. But look at this, though. Like you have more traveling speed on the higher side on exit. That's a strategy move right there.
Right, okay.
So that was a great move as well on him.
Yeah, he set that up really well. Here's your race leader, Julian Altena. He's led since the start. He took pole, and no one has had an answer to his speed at this point. Fast lap after fast lap. Another 17.6. David with a 17.9. Milan with a 17.6. Macamini with a 17.9. So there's a few really
look at this.
close on pace. Oh, look at this gaggle here. This is Johansson on board with. Now he's got to negate all this traffic. He doesn't want to lose any more time than he already has to Julian. So going to the low lane to get through. Probably the two of them. 18.3 for David that time, so it did cost him being stuck in traffic this time around, unfortunately for him.
Yep.
That looks like one of the BS
it looks like we are having a car going into pits.
Yeah, it's one of the BS.
Two of them.
Is that Justin Miller coming in again? It is. This is third stop. Not enjoying this is Justin, it looks to me like. Just wants to get this race over and done with. It's been one of those evenings, unfortunately, for him.
Yeah.
He's a really good driver, though. He's fast. I know he's quick. He's a talent. Absolutely.
I'm actually quite impressed right now. We only have one caution, and we're getting close to halfway mark already.
Yep. We only have one retirement as well, which is unfortunate. But Matthew now within a second of James. I wonder if James might just let him go knowing his teammate has the pace. But there is a car in between them and I can't quite make out who that is.
They are battling for position, so that's Pim.
Yeah, they are, but there's a car between them and I can't make out who that is.
So it's P5 and 7.
Yeah,
or unless they're talking about a different car that they just passed.
There's one in between them on the track. There's Pim van Gastel got past David Stanley, by the way. We've missed that, unfortunately.
Yep.
Oh, they're still battling. They're side by side.
Yeah, they are.
We're on board here with Julian. Justin's still in the pits. I wonder if he's called it a day. Just thought today's not my day.
Ooh, David kind of took a little bit too much left on the exits.
Yeah, you're a little bit out of shape there, but hey, he's a steady pair hand and he's really quick. We know that. He's not the championship leader for nothing. That's everyone's lapped in the 18s that time around. Maybe it's IOWA again. He's starting to just creep up to where it gets too high and too hot.
Yeah, track is warming up again since we are having longer time in the sun.
Yep, there's not much wind either to try and help cool anything down. Matthew Lee's dropped back a second and a half from James Haskell, so I wonder if that yeah. Okay, so he's had to let David Johansson go because he lapped Matthew Lee, and David now is behind the car that's trying to. It's been a bit of a wedge in between the two. We've got this is a good little shot. The three BSK Sim Sport drivers are all together on the track.
And Betts is heading back in pits as well.
Okay. See, these are scheduled pit stops, so some of these drivers, the only stop they made was under the safety car.
I'm not sure about that because I'm not sure.
I think it's planned. There's no damage, so I don't see why it wouldn't be a scheduled stop. Anthony Highsmith's passed Davis Stanley, and those two have checked out. The two teammates. Is it Velotti Racing, their team name? And the other teammate, Milan Bosnian, is in P3, so they're going to pick up a boatload of points here as it stands. And we thought it was going to be between the SimGrid Racing team and CRS Exports, but Velotti Racing have made a good account of himself here, and they're going to come fighting right back come round 4 in a fortnight's time. Look at this guy over here. Tim Brown comes into the pits again.
And Tim Brown is now in pit, so this might be actually regular pit stops.
Oh, I see what's happened here. So when James Haskell had Pim van Gastel and Anthony Highsmith behind him, he's actually managed to clear off up the road now and leave the two of them, and it's they two now that are in front of Matty Lee and preventing Matty from getting to James.
Yeah.
That gap at the front's wild, 7.4 seconds.
I think I saw a little bit of a dance on the upper side of the track. Whoever that was, green car.
His qualifying lap was brilliant, and then his start was brilliant. He didn't waste any time getting gone, and then his restart after the safety car was again excellent.
Yeah.
Good to see Mark Amini going up in P4. He's giving a very solid account of himself this evening. We've got five cars, including the one we're on board with, all sitting in P12.
Yellow!
Oh, someone's in the wall. Tim's in the wall. The yellow flag. Is that full course yellow? What happened to Tim? Yeah, that was a highly unusual incident.
Oh, he went below the yellow line.
Ah, okay.
I wonder if he was... No, he just came out of pits not that long ago, but that's going to be his race.
Yeah, it is, unfortunately for Tim. The back just broke away there. That's unfortunate for him. Those three have been running really strong pace all race.
Yeah.
Oh, unlucky Tim. Hope to see you in a fortnight's time. Okay, basically the pits. So he was running lighter than David. Oh, is it a safety car? It's a safety
It's
car.
safety car.
John.
Yeah.
Ah. Everyone's in the pits again, and we do this dance one more time.
And that's going to be P4 getting his lap back.
Yep. But he'll be at the rear of the field, won't he?
Yep. And look who's right in front right now of the. Oh,
Of the queue, yeah.
so close. But there's passing going on as well.
Are they allowed to pass under a safety car in this?
In the pit lanes, they can't. But once they exit the pit exit on the safety car, they have to maintain their position. And now the car that got his lap back is in pits. So he still got his lap back, and he's still plenty of time ahead. But also in the pit lane, or going to pit lane now, is Andy.
Yeah. 1-2 making the most of a otherwise cheap pit stop, isn't it, when the safety car comes out? But we're at half distance. We've only had 2 cautions, so that's some going. Everyone's done really, really well at this point.
Yep. So here's a look back at Ted Brown. Just the front left, just below the yellow line where the apron starts.
Those cars who were close behind him must have got a fright when they saw him spinning off.
Oh, pretty sure.
He just dipped to the front left over the white line. Let's see what it looks like. Yep, I had a panic. That's desperately unfortunate for Tim, but he'll come back again. He'll keep going.
Yep. And now 1 lap till green.
Okay. But Julian's not at the head of the pack this time. It's someone else.
And it looks like someone else going to get a lap back as well.
Timo needs to be waved by the pace car, Edmund.
You can go ahead past the pace car now, Simon. You're in front of the leaders.
The pace car and join the back.
He might not know. He might not know.
Oh,
If
Jesus.
it gets... Edmonds is...
Okay, he's gone. That's good. 'Cause the 2 leaders behind him don't want to have to try and negate him.
The thing is, the pace car is going in now.
Okay, Mr. Odd Turner, it's going to be restart number 3 for you. What have you got? Here we go. David looks a bit closer this time around to him than in the previous starts.
Yep.
And David himself's got 2 drivers right on his back. Right on his back. It's Pim Van Gassel and Anthony Eisner. Oh, sorry, it's not. It's Milan Vogelsang who's P3, so this is actually a battle on track for P2.
Yep. And look at all that grouping, 3 wide behind as well.
Yep, there's a lot to try and keep up with. Everyone's doing extremely well so far. It's really intense. It goes so fast, 185 miles an hour in these things. Up to 800 horsepower. Brilliant little cars these, they really are. I'm a big fan of them. Just some of the traction of it, not for me. Okay, Julian has a second in hand over David.
Yep.
But Milan is applying a lot of pressure to David, or as much as he possibly can at this point. Look at this squabbling going on. Sort this lot out, dear me. Matty Lee has got past James Haskell there in the midst of all that.
Yep. Oh man, this is interesting now because now it's top 4 that is in the lead lap.
Yep. What you got now is Marshall's next target is David Stanley. And David Stanley's just in front of him, but he's a whole lap ahead. Now we're back down to the low 17s. The joys of fresh rubber. We're just over halfway through this race. I don't even know where to start to tell you what's been going on. It's just been action-packed everywhere. There's only 3 retirements up to this point. Josh Pulley had an incident. Justin Miller had a little contact with the wall, and Tim Brown, he had probably the biggest crash of the 3, and he lost his rear wing when he really hit the wall.
Yeah. Oh, close call.
Absolutely.
Oh, and there's damage, but that's
there is
net code damage, so he got his wheel back on.
Oh, thank God for that. I wouldn't like to try and drive one of these at 185 mile an hour missing a wing. That's Matty Lee up the inside of 2-3 drivers there, by the way. He's gone for it.
Trying to figure out who the other car is.
This is David Stanley.
Oh, that was Simon, I believe. Yeah.
Yep. Simon having a bit of a hard time here. But he'll keep going. Because any incidents, he'll fly up. He'll just fly up the order. I mean, Tim's out of the race, so he's going to go up to P14 at some stage. He's massively on David Stanley, but the thing is, he's got to drive all the way around to try and catch up the back of him again.
Yeah.
Fifth position. Davis got to P6 there. He overtook someone. He was running P7.
And look at this kind of battle for a position, and oh, so close.
Ooh. Yeah, they did get close there. Inside. Ah, okay, that's how we got past.
Yep. Oh, he hit the wall too.
He hit the wall.
That
yes,
was passing Anthony.
I wonder if he's damaged anything on that. Because these things, as you
And
mentioned
they're still
earlier,
battling it out.
Oh!
Oh, contact!
Oh.
And this will go and bring out another caution as well.
Oh, oh dear.
Oh, no.
That's a caution. And 2 retirements. That looks to me like he's cleaned out Simon in the midst of all that. Anthony was having such a fine drive. He had such a bad time at Virginia a fortnight ago. He was doing extremely well here.
Did not look like he was getting any wheel feedback as well, where the car is actually just turning itself. Yeah,
I think he maybe should have been looking behind him to see who was coming.
And I think he's frustrated right now out of his car, out of his sim, because his car's just rolling.
Yeah, but, he was driving so well. I feel really bad for him, but I also feel for Simon because he had nowhere to go there.
Yeah.
I think Simon's going to be out as well. If you look at his front right tyre, it's dancing. That's a massive crash. I don't know what to say. Just hopefully they'll bounce back stronger in a fortnight. Can you jump on board with Simon and watch this? Let's just have a look.
He did not expect that at all. Anthony's car just literally just turned itself.
It just came to the middle of the road. It was weird. That's unfortunate for Simon.
And there goes that engine.
Engine just blew up on him, I think.
Yep.
All right. Pim makes a pit stop. That's interesting. Oh, mind you, it's the top 4 that have lapped everybody, isn't it? Look at the broken cars in the pits, dear me.
Yeah. Well, we're on the pits yellow right now, so. And everyone is still kind of gathering up. I think there were people pitted and just Pim, looks like. What do you think? Should we just keep an eye on looking behind Julian to see how his restart is like?
I think,
that would be going to probably be
well,
something.
who's the greenish car?
That's
Who's this? The green and white one here.
Yeah, that's the name right there. Matthijs. Yeah.
Let's watch from him because the top 4 are fighting for position. The rest of them, I don't know who's how many laps down, who's pitted. I've lost the plot.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and get that up real quick. It's only the top 4 right now that's on the main lap.
Right. And the top 4 are together on track, so they will be absolutely guns blazing at the restart.
Yep. And pace car lights is out, so that means next lap is green flag.
And look, there's already a bit of a gap. It looks to me like the top 2 look like they've got a gap already.
I believe there's lap cars actually. No, I'm not sure what they're doing.
I think they might just be waiting until the pace car turns left. But David, this is as close as he's got a 4th opportunity here to try and get at Julian. There we go, we're out. The lights are off. Alright, he's opted for the wider line on the right hand side there. Mark Amini's actually up to P3. He passed Milan. He's gone through on him.
Yeah.
Can he keep the draft to the 2 in front of them? He's opted for a different lane than the 2 in front of him. Maybe he's wanting to just try and keep his tyres cool. Which isn't the worst idea.
That was a kind of odd move there, though, too. Like, and again, Julian suddenly the fastest lap.
Yep, he's kind of mastered the art of this, don't you think?
Yeah.
Again, from pin downwards, everyone's on low 18s. This is what it looked like from Dizzy the restart.
He actually did gain a position on this restart as well.
Yeah, there's a few that have gained a position because Pim, no, not Pim. Anthony Highsmith retired, so everyone will have moved up a position. We've got 12 runners remaining, and we've got 100 laps to go.
And now look at the gap to each drivers. There's not many drivers that's battling for positions right now.
There's James Ascot and Matty Lee are battling for position. Anthony Haynes and Paul Kitchener are battling for position. That's for P10.
Yeah.
And your top 4. Milan is still giving Macamini a hard time. 3 of them 17s, mid 17s. Extraordinary. I don't think a 17 would be doable without a draft. Yeah, 17s across the board again. Brilliant pace out front. And those 4 have been the standout this evening for me. Particularly Julian, he's had 4 restarts and he's aced every single one of them.
Yeah.
And out to 5 DNFs, unfortunately. 12 runners remain. At the minute, Julian leads the race, has done since the beginning. David is in P2. Matthias Macamini recently inherited P3 when he passed Milan Vogelsang, who's now P4 with his teammate Pim van Gastel behind him. He's P5. David Stanley from Cobra Motorsports is P6. Then you have the X-Kart racing teams, James Ascot, Matty Lee, P7 and P8. Jonas Schuberg, P9. Andy Haynes, P10. A solid drive from Andy. And then it's the 2 BSK Motorsports drivers of Paul Kitchener and Bess Stibbles
And Beth ended up going to pits now. So.
Yep. The battle for P3 and P4 is the closest one we've got, which is what you've got on your screens right now. This is Milan Bogoslang in the white car against the P3 Milan Marcamini in the sort of whitish greenish car just ahead of him. This race could yet get explosive. There's still a long way to go.
Yeah, and there are still many lapsed cars as well.
Yep.
Oh.
Anything to play a part here.
Did Beth had an issue? Or is it just... It's okay just being... Oh!
What happened there? That looks highly unusual to me.
I wonder if she did that just for the camera.
I wonder if she maybe just forgot where the pit entry was and she braked too early for the wrong line.
Well, no, she revved, so she put down the gas a little bit too much, and she was first gear at that.
Ah, okay. This battle's going to go on and on and on. Milan's not going to let Marcamini go without a fight here, you get the feeling. Both of them on a 17-7.
Yeah.
Actually, I think this is in front of us. Is it Jonas Schuberg? I think it might be Jonas. James has got back past Matthew Lee actually, just on that.
Yeah. There's not really too much going on now. Before there were like lots of actions going on. Don't know what to pick and so on. Like, man.
Yeah, the battle for P3 is the battle to watch at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, James and Matthew are battling for position, but they've got a back marker in between them. Fascinating when they go low, when they go high, when they sit in the middle. It's interesting. Oh, he's got a run on him now. Here comes Milan on the inside. Well, he set that up nicely. Maybe having the two drafts, because the back marker was in front as well, so having two drafts just gave him that bit more extra speed than what Marcamini would have got. But Marcamini, you know he's going to come back at him. There's a chance of a podium here for one of these drivers. A little bit further back, who we got here? Miley. He's still got the back marker between him and his teammate. Well, the back marker looks like he's actually trying to make a move on James in front of him.
I think that's
yeah.
Jonas.
I think it's Jonas as well. So this one will rage on for a little while, but the way they use different lanes fascinates me. There's two up ahead, side by side. And all that completed. Just counting the laps down at this point. Phenomenal.
And there's the leader lapping, I don't know who that is. P12. Beth.
Beth, yeah. And look how not too far up the road for Julian as well, it looks like.
Yeah.
Pim. Going to lap Pim again for the second time this race. Here's Paul. I think Paul's actually catching up to the back of Matty now because he's being held a little bit by Jonas, who's himself trying to unlap himself against James. That's going to be a four-way dance before we know it.
Yeah.
still 17.5 the lap times at the front. 17.9 for David. Sorry, 17.9 for Milan, 18 for Marcamini. Marcamini's dropped off the back of Milan Vogelsang. That gap's 1.5 now. David Stanley's 12 seconds behind Pim van Gastel. I wonder if he can make any inroads on that. He's got plenty of laps to try and do it. 17.7 for him. That's a good lap. That's good pace. He's actually the fastest lap right last time around with Davis. Here's Julian, he's got more back markers in front of him.
Yep. This is Jonas and Maddie Lee right in front of him as well.
Oh wow. It's Matty Lee first and then Jonas.
Woo, that's
wow.
some speed.
Yeah,
Jonas
someone's
blinked.
blinking there. Yeah, I saw that. I wonder if that's what's going to be putting Matty off from going having a move on him up the inside because he's blinking.
Probably.
But I'm still convinced that one or two might have just held back a little bit of the pace. That at the end they might make one less pit stop and then just come flying back at the end, and just come firing on all cylinders.
Yep.
Oh, bit of activity here. This is Milan Vogelsang.
So this happened earlier as we were watching.
Yep. This is how he took P3 from Matthias Marcamini. Nice and bunny.
And everyone is nice and spread out now.
Yep. 5 DNS will do with that. It's a real shame for Anthony because he showed good pace and it was a really, really good performance up until that point. Just the nature of the beast at the ovals.
Oh, Andy!
Andy's out. Oh dear, that's a hell of a contact with the wall.
He's trying to get... Now he's off the racing surface, so it'll stay green now.
Okay, yeah, he did well to get across the road.
Yeah.
Without harming anybody else.
No, I don't think so.
Just hope no one else is due to make a pit stop because there's a car on 3 wheels on its way in. Okay at this point. Oh! He just went straight on. Wow.
Wow.
How unusual.
I wonder if he got distracted or something happened. Oh.
Yeah, the car just seemed to straighten itself up. That's most unusual. Unfortunately,
And that's going to be it for Andy for the race as well. So, as he is completely missing his right front.
Yep, and that's going to move Beth up a place to P11 in due course.
Within 3 laps times, yeah. Unless something happens. So.
This is David Jansen on the back of Matty Lee.
Yep.
And I think that'll be Pim van Gastel just behind them. Matty letting him go, maybe using his draft to try and catch up to the car just ahead of him. He'll need a tow to try and close the 3 seconds he's lost to his teammate, Haskell, in battling with Jonas Schuberg. This is the closest action we've got for you with 5 cars in here. And that's in a bit of a sandwich. Pim van Gastel behind him is looking rather menacing, I must say.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone through. Or perhaps not the side by side. We're on here with Paul Kitchen, who's got all this going on in front of him. Nice and steady drive from Paul tonight. Nice and controlled, gone at his own pace. Very good driving, Paul. Enjoys his IndyCars. He did really well in the asset courses. That's such a course as we did last year. Performed really well in these. Good to have him back again for another go at it.
And Beth is back in the pits again.
Something's happened. Okay, the BSK driver there, Paul, gets past Jonas Stjorberg. I think they still have Matty Lee behind them. They do have Matty Lee behind them, so Matty can't seem to be able to do anything about Jonas at the moment. Been chasing him for quite some time now.
Not really too much battling going on now since they are just all spread out.
Yeah, it's simmered down a bit. It's simmered down. But there's still 55 laps to go, so don't be going anywhere. Anything, this could all kick off at a moment's notice, given the nature of an oval.
Yeah. And Jonas is in pits now.
So was the leader pits.
And the leader's first green flag pit stop. So now things going to get interesting now. As David Stanley as well pitted. Ooh, almost probably sped it too.
4 or 5 drivers with a very similar idea, it looks to me like.
Yeah. Even P4 is in pits now.
Yeah, Matthias pits. Oh, David pits now.
This is going to be a green flag pit stop for sure.
Yeah, it gives Milan Vogelsang the lead, and if he's got more fuel and he can drag this out, if there's another caution, he's in a sweet position. Here's Pim van Gastel. Maybe he's looking to make some time back on the front 3.
Yep.
As well. He's got past Marcamini in the pits.
Oh, David almost was. Oh, no. That's going to be a black flag, I think, for David.
Is it?
He crossed into the racing surface before the blue line. We will find out in a little bit, though.
Right. He's come out even further behind you than he was. And he's right behind Pim van Gastel, who's going to have to try and clear.
You know what? He may have got lucky for not getting black flag for that.
But Dave, if you're trying to talk,
nobody
can hear you.
Milan picks now as well, so the 3 of them were on a very similar strategy.
Yep.
4 of them, I should say. Marcamini is still in with a shout also.
And it does look like he did not get black flag, but holy moles.
Yep. If there's a get out of jail free card, I think he's just used it.
He's so lucky not getting a black flag for that.
Yeah, he is inches away from a black flag.
Let me double check just in case. Yeah, no black flags.
He's about to pass Pim van Gastel here. Pim having a really good outing as well, you know.
Pim is actually on used tires, and he will probably be needing to pit soon as well.
Yeah. But Pim spent most of this race with his teammate Anthony, who unfortunately crashed, and he's gone at his own steady pace and he's performed really well here. As has his teammate Milan Vogelsang. Really well.
Yeah. Now we got top 5 in the lead lap at the moment.
Yeah, we have. And James has to
Come
go
on.
somewhere in the midst of that. His lap has passed Davis Stanley for position. Davis pitted, didn't he? Davis did pit.
They are battling out right here for P4. Well, actually, no, this is for P3, actually.
Yep.
Oh, no, no, no. This is not for P3. This is a lap car, I believe.
Yeah, I think this is Julian Altena's the car ahead, and this is Matthias Macamini, who's now a lap down.
Oh, wow, yeah, he is. And P10, Paul is now in the pits.
Yep. 40 laps to go. Okay, who's this battling now? It's Milan up against Jonas Schubert.
Yep. Not for positions, though.
Nope, going to lap him.
Jonas actually is a current... actually, no, none of my best is still the last place running car right now.
Yeah, James is in the pits, as is Paul.
Yep.
That moves Matty Lee upper place, doesn't it? Well, maybe it doesn't. I thought he would have done. Here's Matty Lee and Davis Stanley. I'm not sure. Oh, Matty Lee. Oh, it's because his teammates in the pit. I got confused there. The gap at the front is 11.
Yeah, once again, everyone is so spread out now. So I'll leave the iRacing do the camera choices now, for time being. Ooh, Paul got a tail whip there. Have he?
Kept hold of it.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the weather real quick. We are at 36 Celsius at the moment. 55% humidity, 28 air temp, and 20 kilometers per hour. Is that actually fast wind speed?
I would say so, because it was 12 the last time I looked at it. It's coming
Yeah.
down though to 16, 15. It's on its way down. I think it depends where they are on the track. It's at a different speed, it seems to me.
This is actually... I don't know where it grabs the data exactly according to the track, but this is live wind speed actually. Like it in real life, it will actually go up and down as well for the wind speed.
Yep, it will.
And now Pim is in pit lane.
It'd be interesting to see where he comes out compared to Davis Stanley, I think, because Davis pitted not that long ago.
Yep.
Well, he stayed in front of him. He might have made a lap or two in front of him. I don't even know at this point.
David Stanley is a lap behind right now for Pim.
He's a lap. Ah, okay. He's a lap behind Pim. Right, okay.
Yep. And that means that's put Pim back down to lap down. And we are 3 laps to go now. With 11 cars running right now.
4th and 5th for Velotti Racing. It could have been more. If Anthony kept going, it could have been more. And the Constructors' Championship would have been blown wide open because the 3 of them were going so well.
Yeah.
I'd say there's 17.5 seconds per lap. Over 12 seconds in front now of David Johansson.
Ooh, he's getting a little close to him too.
Yep, field's quite spread out at this point, unfortunately. The two leaders did a 17.6 that time around. Markaminian 18. Who are we on board with? Who's this? This is Beth. P11.
Yep.
I think the teammate behind is coming up to Lapper. Paul. It's still a good haul of points for 10th and 11th.
And it
what's
looks
happened
like Beth is going to be heading into the pit lanes.
Yep, you're right. Oh, this is close.
Jonas and who is that?
Matty Lee, who that is.
Oh yeah, that is Maddie Lee.
And this time Matty gets past him. I wonder if Matty might have to pit again though. James did pit long ago. Or maybe he's got enough left to make it to the end.
We're not exactly too sure right yet. And there's James passing by.
It's David Johansson, that one, mate.
Oh no! Oh, they kind of have similar colors. Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? James has more purple than Davis.
Yeah, David has the sort of white.
Yeah.
Has white on his, yeah. Easy mistake to make though. I've been doing it the first two races.
And David just going through traffic like piece of cake.
Yeah, these. I wonder if the drivers, if the right foot's starting to hurt and if the wrist is starting to hurt from turning left.
Oh, it definitely does for me with these cars.
Okay. Yeah, they've got to start hurting now.
And look how far away, looking at the track map, look how far away that Julian will be lapping.
Ooh, a little fishtail there from David.
Yeah. And that's one downside of being in the draft. You have a lot less downforce on going onto the wings, which will make the car loose. But also with this overrace, there is also weight balance where you can adjust on the fly. It's called jack rate, actually.
Right, okay. What's the closest battle? He got 8, 9, and 11 in a row, but they're all on different laps.
Yeah.
Cap at the front over 14 seconds now.
And we got about what?
15 laps to go. Yep.
15 laps now, yep.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Actually, did not yet. Julian have not lap. Wait, what? Oh, you know what? Julian did lap P3. So there's only 2 cars on the lead lap right now.
Yeah, and he's only about 3 seconds away from lapping David Johansson as well. That might be his goal between now and the end of the race to lap the rest of the field.
Yeah, that could be 3 seconds. Yeah, that is actually 3 seconds. That's looking. Ooh, getting a little bit close to James there.
Yep.
But he's just slicing through the traffic right now.
Yep. Julian's driven brilliantly. He really has. The disappointment he had at the opening round in Sebring, he's come back with a bang here. He missed Virginia a fortnight ago. He's come
Yeah.
back with a bang.
Yeah, so next over race is what? I believe that's going to be the IndyCars is the next over race. Or Indianapolis, I mean.
Okay, cool track that.
Yeah, actually the next race is actually at Indianapolis.
We've got back-to-back ovals, have we?
And yeah. So here's the thing. For the Indianapolis race, that is a CRS special event. 5th anniversary of IndyCars 500.
Oh, yeah, it's not the oval layout that they're doing. It's the road circuit.
You sure?
Yeah, I've just checked. Definitely.
Oh yeah, the next one is the road course. But after that will be the... Pretty sure that... Yeah, after that is the oval. Oh, actually, you know what?
You've got round 4 is the Indianapolis Road Circuit, and then you've got the Indy 500 round 5.
Okay, yeah. So, all right.
Yeah.
So 3 Indianapolis races in a row.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we've got 5 to go. Might at least pass David Stanley. He's driven round and managed to not just unlap himself, but gain a position. Well done to him. That's a colossal effort.
Yes. And where is Matt Lee? Not too far away.
Nope. Got 3 laps to go. Julian's still banging out 17.
4 laps to go actually at the moment. But now it'll be 3 laps, yep.
They come around so fast.
Yeah, this is a really short track and laps just chugging away. Like literally, like going super fast. Like a speed train. Oh my.
Yep. 6 retirements. Not too many safety cars, which is impressive. Everyone's done extremely well here.
Yep.
Penultimate lap now.
Yeah, for this final lap, let's ride on with Julian as he just received the white flag.
Absolutely. Deserved it. He's been absolutely fantastic this evening. Superb. Couldn't be happier for him.
And here's a checkered flag, and who was that? That's just being slowed. They did not got lapped on time. That was that was Matt Lee.
Oh, was it?
Oh, he's running out of fuel. Matt Lee is out of fuel.
Are you joking?
And he crossed the finish line.
Oh. Oh. What?
Oh, wow.
My heart sank there temporarily. Blimey.
Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at Julian's.
Well then, everyone.
Okay, first time I'm P2. Is it left or right side?
Smart.
Left. On the left.
He nailed these restarts, Julian. Absolutely nailed them.
That was stressful but fun. I enjoyed it.
Definitely did.
And I said this was a good opportunity for someone to try and stop David Jansen's momentum, and Julian stepped up to the plate and says, I'll do it. Really good performance from him. And really well done to all the finishers. That cannot have been easy. That arms must be killing them.
Yeah, it is cause of the first caution.
Just see the classification there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, let's go ahead and go through that real quick. So, raise, show. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Julian
Outstanding.
Julian Altena storms to victory. A super drive from him. DJ David Johansson comes on P2. Another podium for him. P3's Matthias Marcamini, a great performance from him. I said in Virginia I was looking forward to seeing more of him, and he's bloody come good here tonight. Solid P3 for him. P4 and 5 is Milan Bogoslang and Pim van Gastel for Team Velotti Racing. That's a good haul of points for those two. Really solid drives. Matthew Lee comes home P6. David Stanley P7. James Haskell is in P8. Then we have Jonas Schuberg is P9. Paul Kitchener is P10. Teammate Beth Stibbles is P11. And that is your finishers this evening. The rest are retirements. They are as follows: Andy Haynes, Anthony Highsmith, Tim Brown, Simon Manning, Justin Miller, and Josh Pulley.
And
I'd like to take the chance again to thank our sponsor for this evening, which is Garage 61. Garage 61 is the #1 app for telemetry and lap times on iRacing. Get your account set up with Garage 61 at www.garage61.net today. Oh, really well done to all the drivers who finished that. That must have been absolutely exhausting.
yes,
John,
it was.
thoughts, mate?
It's outstanding job on Julian. Almost lapping the whole field. Julian could have actually lapped the whole field if we didn't have cautions.
Yeah, absolutely, he would have done.
But
But
great job on Julian defeating David, which I did hear that he was not really that prepared. He's not that good on ovals versus roads. So we may see a combat for David for the next race. So as it's going to be a road course.
yeah, the Indy 500. We'll wait and see how that plays out. So the Indy road course, that'll be absolutely brilliant before the big event at the Indy 500. But this championship's just closed right up, I would imagine.
Yeah.
The Velocity boys got a good haul of points in 4th and 5th. I'd like to see what the construction table looks like.
So the thing is, for Julian, he's not signed up as a team. So Velocity Racing is not official team for this season at the moment.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yep. So he does not have a color. It's a grade standard color, which means he's not in a team for this season.
Yeah, I mean with like the two that finished 4th and 5th and Velotti drivers, they scored a good haul of points.
Yeah.
They would have caught right up to X-Kart, Sim Sports, and SimGrid Racing team as well.
Yep. Alrighty. Anything else? Next race is at Indianapolis. We got 2 races. Let me double check just in case.
No, you're right. It's the Indianapolis Road Circuit.
Is the next
in a
one.
fortnight's time. Yeah, in a fortnight's time, and then after that, a fortnight after that is the Indy 500.
Yes, and actually, oh, you know what? So for the Indy 500, it is 2 separate weekends.
Okay.
Yep. So practice and qualifying will be happening on the same weekend. Practice for the qualifying, and we will be broadcasting for that event. And then the main race itself, without qualifying, will be on the other weekend as well. And I believe, if I remember right, it's.
I think you got it. I think you've done it right. Yeah, I agree. with that.
Yep. So we will have 3 broadcasts in a row after the next race, which will be May 11th, and then we got May 18th for the qualifying, and then May 25th for the main race.
Absolutely, should be absolutely brilliant. John, I've thoroughly enjoyed your company yet again this evening. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks you, and it's really nice to be along with you as well. And I'm glad I'm not doing this by myself. Otherwise, I wouldn't. To be honest, with this race, how it was exciting at the beginning, but once we lose most of the cars, it started to calm down, and there's like by myself would not be able to talk as much as well.
Yeah, the
So-
cars spread out really thin, but everyone performed really, really well. It was brilliant yet again from everybody. First class.
Yep.
Firm handshakes all round. And on that note, it's a good night for me.
Yep, and it's a good day for me. It's not night yet. We both are in two different time zones. But have a good night, everyone, or day, wherever you're watching this from. And see you guys next time in 2 weeks' time. Take care.